Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make a wedding card with the Simon Says Stamps Modern Flowers card wrap die. We're going to actually cut out two ends of that semicircle. In between, I believe I just left about half an inch on both sides. So I'm just using the Sizzix Big Shot. I apologize for being gone for so long, just a lot happening this year. So I filmed a bunch of cards, just never edited it. So I popped it out, and then behind the scenes, I went ahead and just got a needle and then took everything out, and then I just used a regular scissor to cut the ends. Now I'm just coming in with a bone folder and scoring it and just using that template as the base. And then for the actual base of the card, it's just an A2 size. I believe it's just 4¼ by 4¼ So I'm just grabbing some Tombow Mono Extreme adhesive and then just adhering it to the base of the card so you'll have both ends of the card flap. And then once they come together, there's a little bit of a slight gap, which is fine. I kind of wanted it that way. I didn't want it too tight just in case it came together too tight. So next, we're going to go ahead and make the card base. So I'm just scoring it. And I will actually have all of the products linked in the description box. And this one, I believe, is just 110-pound white cardstock that you just get at your local Michaels or whatever you want to use. And I'm just checking the sizing of the card and then trimming it out. So we have both sides. And now we're going to go ahead and actually decorate the front. I'm using the Copper Nice Sophisticated Script, and then Simon Says Stamps Best Mom Ever. I'm stamping it with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and then I'm also putting their initials. I'm embossing it with Simon Says Stamps Antique Gold using Versamark ink. I'm going to go ahead and emboss it off camera, but you've seen it. I just use a heat gun to go ahead and emboss that. And then I'm actually just using that stamp set from Simon Says Stamp, the Best Mom Ever, to go ahead and just make the card front. And then I'm just coloring it in with some Copic markers. And the initials I mentioned were just embossed. It's their initials. And then I'm just doing some quick coloring. Off camera, I actually didn't show this, but I did go ahead and put some glitter on the roses. I just figured I didn't really want to show it too much because I did actually add vellum to the front. So only time you can really see the glitter is if you lift it up, but I don't know, I just wanted to add that little bit of sparkle. So now that I'm finished with the coloring, I decided to go ahead and cover the back of the card. I didn't want to show where I adhered the end, so I just cut out another plain dark blue cardstock just to cover it. And then I'm going to actually come in and adhere the front of the card to the actual base of the card. So this flips up so then you can write your sentiment. And then, of course, you kind of have to do that because with Copic markers, it does bleed through. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and use something else. So I think this is normally like a normal 65-pound cardstock, white cardstock. So up next, I'm going to go ahead and add the vellum. I went ahead and just cut to the same size, the 4¼ at least on both sides. And now I'm just going to use the actual card as the template so I don't have to measure it out. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. And then I'm just coming in with that bone folder to score it. And just as a reminder, you definitely want to leave a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch at the end because you want to just make sure that you have something to have the glue adhere to. And now I'm just coming in and actually just taking my paper trimmer and just trimming that out. I generally don't show this because I like to do a lot of my prep work off camera so my videos aren't too long, but figured I'd just leave that in so you see a little bit of what I do. And then I'm going to come in with that Tombow Mono Extreme adhesive to adhere the vellum to the actual front of the card. And then, so I'm just sizing it. Vellum's actually pretty slippery. And now I'm actually going to go ahead and adhere this to the base of the card. And I do put a lot of adhesive. I just want to make sure it doesn't fall apart. So I'm going to grab the base of the card and adhere that to the top. I really think the vellum made the card very wedding-esque because if it didn't have the vellum, it would definitely be very stark and bright because that's normally what Copic markers are, and I didn't use any muted colors. So, and then I just lifted it up, so that's where you would add your sentiment. And then I'm just coming in with a yellow ribbon. I think I was looking for blue and I didn't have anything, and I thought the yellow would work very nicely. So I always tie everything upside down because every time I tie it the right side up, it always comes upside down. So that basically finishes that. So, well, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more, please subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you on the next video. Bye.